One way or
here.
another.
Mary Boyce is here. And her husband.
Tim and Kim.
Tim and Kim are here. Stina's here. Dory, I've seen Dory here too.
I know.
That's awesome.
We got our Dory back.
Very good. Mary Boyce is here.
Oh, hang on. We got our.
There we go. Mute. Are we live?
Are you good over there?
I'll find out, won't we? Yep. Good to go.
Sweet. Okay. Well, hello, everybody. Good to see everybody. Tim, Kim, everybody, Stina, Joni, Mary. Hey, guys. We're so glad we got
It's a big group tonight.
Yeah, we'll have a nice group tonight. We got some fun stuff to talk about tonight. Trying to keep everybody through the holidays on course. Doesn't have to be perfect. December is not perfection. December is just going to be, let's make it through and let's do the best we can do. Doesn't mean we have to go off the rails. Doesn't mean anything. It just means we're going to be more mindful, means we're going to enjoy our holidays, but we are going to look up from the food and we're going to look across the table to the people with us. They're going to see the people with us and stop and think, if this was my last holiday with this person, if this was my last Christmas with the people sitting with me, would I care what was on my plate? Would they care what was on my plate? No, they don't care. So let's do what is best needed for your health. Make the choices that you can. But we're going to talk about those choices don't have to be perfect, but you don't have to jump off the rails either. So make the choices. If you're going to have a day that you're going to indulge, we're going to work you through that. We'll show you how to get right back on the next day, whatever. Or if you're going to stay the course, we're going to keep you strong and going forward and let everybody work together to stay the course. Some of us don't get the luxury of jumping ship and jumping right back on, because if we jump ship, we drown for a month. So I would be one of them. Dory would be one of them. There are so many of us that just don't get that luxury. So whatever stage of keto you are in, one of the big things we want to talk about tonight is the different stages of keto and how we help ourselves through them all the way through. Couple announcements. Let's get some housekeeping done. Got to remind everybody, KetoCon tickets will eventually start going up now. KetoCon for 2023 will be April 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I am so blessed and honored to be asked to speak. I will be speaking there, God willing, to get my butt up on that stage. I'm going to be sharing with everybody how we do have different levels of keto, and some of us require going to different levels to accomplish our goals. And that is exactly why I stay so deep in it, is I'm trying to heal my body, not just lose some weight. I'd love to lose some weight and fit my skinny jeans, but not happening right now. I'm doing this just to stay alive and stay healthy.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, no doubt. So we are in this together. We're going to do this at whatever level your body needs it. And that's what I'm going to be speaking on in Austin, Texas in April. So if you have any inkling of going, get your tickets now. We are going to hope to do a meetup down there with all of our group and our people for pictures and meet everybody, maybe get a dinner in. But it's a huge conference and it's going to be fun. It's going to be Lance's first one. So he ain't letting me go to Texas again without him.
Nope, not happening.
That's not happening this time. So that was a rough trip all alone. So not coming back via the hospital on this one. So he's bringing me home. Next thing, anything you guys could do to help us. The best gift you can do for us is to help us share and grow our group. Share the website and our big group called Journey to Keto that I think most of you are in. If you're not, join our group on Facebook, Journey to Keto with Tammy Lawbacher. If you would, any of your family members, loved ones, friends, coworkers, anything like that. Right now, we're about 950 people in this group. We want to try to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. So we need about 50 people to jump in. So we need everybody to like and share and invite. You guys can all go to the top of that page on your phone and hit invite. And invite any of your loved ones, your friends, coworkers, anything like that, that you don't just randomly invite everybody that you know. I mean, people that you truly think would be a blessing.
We want some key people in there now. We want people that want to be there.
That want to be there, that we're not going to drive crazy talking about our keto stuff all the time. So anybody that you think we could, it would really help us anytime we have a post that touches you or resonates with you or somebody you know, please share that post and tag us in it or share it out of that group. And invite that person to the group. That is the biggest way. I never dreamed in a million years. That is what helps all of these people trying to make living on social media now. We are all trying to learn how to do this. And I never realized how much sharing the YouTube, sharing Facebook groups, likes, shares, and subscribes matter. Who knew? I did not know that.
It's like Pandora's box.
It is. But once you open it up, that box up, there's no looking back. So the best way you could bless us is to like and share and comment on the comments and get in there and be involved. That's what keeps those groups active. But inviting anybody you know and love to that group. We love and trust all of you guys. So we trust that anybody you would invite would be a blessing that we could help bless too. So jump in and do that. Couple more things. We are going to, everybody mark your calendar, family group night, support group night on December 18th. It will be the Sunday before Christmas. That night, God willing, if we can make everybody's schedules connect, we're going to host our live Christmas party. We're going to get on, we're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to give some things away. We're going to do a drawing, and we're not sure how we're going to do all this yet. So we're figuring it all out. Anybody has any good ideas, let us know. But I want to do a drawing to give away a seat into our New Year, New You program starting January 2nd. So somebody will get their name put in a drawing and get an absolute free seat into that program. So we're going to figure that out with likes and shares and invites to the group and stuff like that. So we're going to figure out how we can keep track of all that and put the names in a hat and draw a hat out. So those things are going to become.
We're doing that on Zoom and we're doing it on YouTube too.
Probably both.
Oh, wow. Okay.
If the electronic gods are with us,
logistics.
we will be doing that. Even if you can't make it to the Christmas party on December 18th, we are going to still be hosting our New Year, New You program. Just to tell you what that is, we're going to hit the floor running after the holidays on January 2nd. We're going to hit the floor ready to go, prepped and ready. We are going to do Keto Continuum beginner level, which will be Keto Continuum 1 through 6. And then we're going to do Keto Continuum 7 through 12. So what we're going to do, if it's anybody new that needs to start and their chemistry is all over the place and we just need to start you back at the beginning, we'll put you in the beginner group. If anybody wants that you're already advanced, you know your baseline chemistry is good and you just need that accountability and that help, we'll put you in the advanced group. We will still meet every Monday night, just like normal. If we have enough asking for it, we could go ahead and start one during the day as well, another day, but that's kind of up in the air. But we'll definitely be doing the Monday, just like always. But we're going to divide it into 2 groups this time. So we will have the beginner group and the advanced group. So that's what we're going to take you through. But that's our New Year, New You program, basically DrBoz's Keto Continuum. But we're going to help you through those steps of making it the lifestyle, helping you figure out where your struggles are, where's your body chemistry, giving you a hard time, because everybody doesn't always follow the steps the way our bodies don't always follow the steps, the way the steps are on the paper. And sometimes that takes a little bit of figuring out. My body was one of them. His body kicked right in and he did great. And my body did not. I was one of those that I had to beat my head against the wall and figure out I know Dory's like me, there's Wayne, there Vicky, so many of us that we do the steps, but it just takes our body a little bit longer. Everything is exaggerated. So it's one of those things that it's hard for some of us to get over some of those hurdles. And if we do it in a group and have accountability and help each other through it, I think we're so much more successful for all of us. So that will be starting January 2nd will be our new group coaching class. If anybody wants in that, let us know. Share the YouTube, like, share, subscribes, all those good things. I know it sounds silly and that's what my world's come to, but it really is a blessing. So please do that. So let's jump in. We'll fill you out on how our week has went. We are trying to stay on course with everything. We have had a tough week here at the Laubacher house. I lost my godfather last week and had a funeral and a lot of emotions flying around. We had little ones get sick and we had fun night with the grandkids. Some of you seen our post that we had the night with them where we got to make the keto hot chocolate. We spent time, got in our jammies, watched Christmas movies all night, drank our keto hot chocolate, and we made it a point to remember it's making the memories that mattered. That again, as much fun as we had, everything giggles, everybody was up late out of their routines. We did all the no-nos, but we didn't need the food. The food was no big deal. Everybody ate and got that over with. And then we were done. And then we went and had fun. Then we made our hot chocolate. Then we snuggled up on the couch and had a potato pile on the couch to watch movies all night long. It was about the memories. It wasn't about the food. So of course, I haven't checked my numbers because I'm still off and on the cold medicine. So I'm still struggling with that a little bit. My emotions have been all over the place, losing my godfather and stuff. So we've been a roller coaster ride, but it's one of those, again, it's not perfect this month. I'm not even trying for perfection. I am just trying to stay stable. I'm doing the best I can do with what I'm dealing with right now. Doesn't have to be perfect. We got some big blessings though. Maybe Tim will be able to come on and speak a little bit. Our church, any of my locals that are on here, our church will be in our new building this week coming up. So everybody that's been praying for a church for all the pieces parts to come in that our church needed and everything. First of all, thank you for praying for everything, because it looks like we're going to be in it this week, which means we'll definitely be in there for Christmas Eve service. So we're just excited to be in our new building. This building has, Tim, I don't even remember how many years has this been in the making. Like it's got to be 3 or 4 years. I mean, I know it was before COVID ever hit. So it's been a long process trying to get in our new building. So we are finally getting there, and God's blessings the whole way around. Pastor Kurt and Vicky, I hope will get on board here. We'll be doing this and sharing it with our church soon. So it'll be good. Okay. So that's anything else from us that I'm missing?
I don't think so. I think you covered it.
I think I'm rambling on pretty good. So come on in, check in, guys. Tell us how you guys are doing, how we can help you, what's going on, and how we can move forward in the week and get everybody prepped and ready. We're all going to make it through the holidays together. So come on, Sandy. I know you had a rough day yesterday. Why don't you come in and tell us where you're at and what's going on, if you want to come in and there you are. Hey,
Well,
are you feeling better?
a little bit. My numbers are good.
Sandy's the only person I know that gets sick and her numbers get better.
Well,
She's got amazing numbers.
That's
Don't you have a
not supposed
DVR
to
of
happen.
16 yesterday?
yeah, and 14 today.
Wow.
14, a DVR of 14 while she wasn't feeling well. So Sandy, again, I'm just so proud of your numbers. You let your chemistry carry you. No fasting this week. I'd wait till you're good and stable and feeling good. No fasting, but keep your numbers going.
Okay. I've really been heavy on the liquids today and on the LMNT. If I got those letters right, I don't know.
You did?
You did.
But I'm not sure how much of that, under the circumstances, I'm not sure how much of that I should be taking through the day with my blood pressure as low as it is. I probably can't take too much. Is that right? Or I don't know.
That'd be one of those things I'd keep going. If you're drinking, you should have salt in your water. All the fluids going in should have the extra salt and everything in them, whether you're doing LMNT, whether you're doing the keto chow, just Redmond salt in your water would be good just to keep your minerals and stuff up till this, whatever it is, if you got a little bit of a bug till it passes, I'd make sure you're keeping that in you, but good job.
Okay. That's about it. So thank you.
All right. Good job, Sandy. Come on, Rob, you want to come tell us about your week? Come and jump in. Tell us where your beautiful wife is.
Unmute there. She is at the women's church, the gathering they have.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Yeah. So she's not here tonight. She said, I want you to watch because you guys, you have been such an encouragement to her.
Good.
She was in another group and she'd be going through it, and numbers were all over the place for her, and she couldn't understand it. But just the few times we've been in here, the way you explain things and the other members and, just going through what everybody's dealing with, she has really been encouraged. She is looking forward to the first of the year. She wants to basically start over, start from the beginning, and like I said, I'm going to be there with her.
Sweet.
So while she's off doing this, fun thing. Funny thing is, they were supposed to bring like a gift and all that. So she left. I get a phone call about 10 minutes later. Guess what I forgot? So I had to go take it to her. But anyway, I met her at the door. She says, okay, thank you. Goodbye. In other words,
No
get
men
out
allowed.
of here. No men.
No
men
men
allowed.
allowed.
So.
I just want to say, Rob, I want to applaud all of you men
Thank
that
you.
have showed up.
Yep.
First of all, we got Tim in, we got Wayne, we got Mary's husband. I forget your name. I'm sorry. But just to have the men are growing in our group. And I don't know how many of you seen Lance's post, but it is so cool to have spouses and godly men that are leading our families, leading us over this, because you can't believe how many people show up that have spouses or family members that try to sabotage them, that think it's funny to bring the things that, you know, the spouses are craving or struggling with and bringing them into the house and almost tormenting and teasing. So I want to tell you guys, thank you so much. And I know what it means to have his support here in my household, that he's not bringing my favorite pizza in the house. He's not bringing those things in. And it's like, that means the world to me. That really, truly does, that he is supporting me. And I think every spouse here would say what a blessing it is to have the men that are leading and following you. So I just applaud you. Rob, good job for being on for her. And
good job.
We'll get her in that first class January 2nd. Let me know if she wants in the beginner one or the advanced one, and we'll get you in whichever one. If she wants to start at the beginning, we'll make sure we get her in the beginner one.
Yeah, she wants to do the beginner.
Yep.
Awesome.
And most of the time,
because-
go ahead.
No, the one thing that really struck home with her last week, I don't remember who was talking about, but the glucose, you know, during the fast, how the number kind of spiked and went down.
Yeah.
And she was saying, you know, well, I don't understand it. My blood sugar's all over the place. And then she came to realize that it's your body getting rid of it.
Yep.
And that was never explained to her, or maybe reading through it, you know, it just glossed over, but whatever. Like I said, it's really been an encouragant.
Good.
Good
And
deal.
just know and I'll reiterate kind of what we talk about with the guys all the time. The guys can, Tim, the same way, Wayne has jumped in, Lance is the same way. You guys can jump in and do the steps and your bodies will kick right in. And I can tell you, every one of the spouses that are on here, I know Vicky, I know Kim, myself, Dory, all of us that have went through and done the steps, that our body just doesn't kick in that easy. So Linda's going to love having the support of like-minded women around her, as well as some men to support
Yes.
her, but to have the like-minded women so she doesn't feel like she's crazy. So she doesn't feel like I'm doing something wrong. It doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It just means us women have to fight 10 times harder with the same chemistry checklist as you men do. And
The thing is too, everybody is different. I mean, everybody's body and metabolism is different. Any disease that you've had, any disease that you haven't had, you know, there are all kinds of different building blocks that we start with, and everybody's chemistry starts to take off at a different time frame. And it's just, you need support in a group setting to get that handled, because there's so many different areas that pertain to each one, and it just it'll be fun. She'll really get into it.
And I think the other thing too, we keep talking about, and I know Dr. Boz talks about this a lot with the neurons in the brain. When you're talking about neuro pathway, being with like-minded people, as much as we all have things we would rather be doing on Sunday night at 8:00. I mean, my living room looks like Christmas puked in it. So,
Yellowstone is on.
yes, Yellowstone is on, and we're all going to watch it on Good job, Gail.
Oh, you think, Gail? That's not fair.
But we all have something better to do. And we know that, but just know, being around like-minded people and being lined up here with everybody and meeting like this is what is going to help heal your brain.
It just cements it into play, just like going to church, like reading the Bible, like doing this, being with like-minded people. It's the same thing.
It's the same concept. I don't know how many of you, I remember talking to kids when they were little, and I always said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And I apply that so much to this group of being with like-minded people is going to make your brain and make you think and process like like-minded people. And we don't have to have all of life the same, but just knowing you have people that are like-minded on this journey together, and seeing that it's not about just losing some weight. It's not about any of that. It is literally about healing the body, healing the brain, cellular renewal at the cellular level. And that is turning all that over and making that big, huge change. And I just think that's the win in it for everybody. So it's just cool to be here. So I love all of you for showing up, but it does help each of us heal ourselves by showing up and helping each other. I mean, that's the big win in it. So
Way to go, Rob. Take notes tonight, brother.
yeah, take notes, fill her in tomorrow, or tell her watch
And
the
tell her we
replay
said hi.
on YouTube.
Yep. Replay on YouTube.
The
I
replay
will.
will be-
Okay.
That'll work. Come on, Wayne, come and tell us how you and the gang are doing. How are the ladies doing?
Well, both of them decided to go to bed early tonight, so I'm the only one
Sleep's
on.
always good. Sleep's good.
And we just started at 6:30 tonight, our second 72-hour fast.
Good.
So
How'd
that's
it go on
going.
the first one?
It was fine. really, it wasn't that dramatic at all. Adding the extra day to the 48 was really not that big of a deal. What
Good.
was more of an impact for me is the days of following. I'm not saying I went off the deep end because I was in my macros every day, under 10 carbs every day, but I got a little too liberal with the eating window.
Yep.
I think it was just kind of coming off the 72 hour. I was kind of like, you know what, I did
deserve it.
that. So, I relaxed too much. So I kind of got to watch that after coming off this one.
Absolutely, and that's one of the factors that we may
That's the
not
mental
touch.
game.
We may not touch on enough. We get you going on the 72-hour fast, but then we don't tell you as much. It's as important of how you come off of that
The
and the
refeed.
next days that you refeed as it is the 72-hour fast itself, because you can screw up those whole 72 hours you just did in one day if you do it. I mean, it can happen. So you got to kind of ease into those refeeding days and do it smart.
And I think that's part of the mental game in it. As your refeeding days hit, you're going to find as you move forward in those 72s, you're going to get a little bit more stricter and tighter because you realize how much work, how much dedication, how much sacrifice you're doing for those 72s. I'll be damned if I want to mess it up on my refeeding days. So
And-
I want those benefits every minute I've fasted. I want the credit for it in my body by refeeding and screwing that up.
And you got to go through it to figure it out,
Yeah.
because we could have told you about it, but
then
then
it don't matter till
it
you
wouldn't
figure.
it wouldn't sink in as much because you had to go through it. You know what I mean? And you realized it early, which is good.
Yeah, and the first couple 72s, as you come off of them, you do feel like, wow, I just made it. I just,
Eat that whole steak.
it's the reward that after you're hitting that 72 that, oh my gosh, I deserve this reward. No, you deserve the benefits you just worked so damn hard for. So it's one of those, give yourself the credit, take the win, but don't mess
Continue
it up
to
on
stay
the,
on the course.
If you could stay at OMAD for those 4 days and get back into the repeat that fasting will be the most beautiful routine you will get in. It really will.
Yeah, the other thing this week that I shifted gears a little bit on is I really have not been using BHB at all.
Good.
And my feeding days, I haven't been using it at all. And my ketones haven't been that great. So I did watch and replay Dr.Boz's video last week, and she was going over the new BHB products that she has, but there was also a lot of education in there about BHB.
Yep.
And, I was looking at it as being, well, those are fake ketones. I really got to make them myself. But I really kind of lost perspective that taking them actually helps kickstart making them.
Yep.
So
there's a fine line to that too. I mean, because you want to stimulate that and stimulate your liver to make them, but you don't want to rely on them either, because it's real easy to be able to do that. Myself, I don't take them. I really don't. She does. She does to help her make the ketones, but I really kind of stay away from them. Even if my numbers are low, I just get more strict and more into it. And then finally my numbers will come around. They won't make, I don't think I've ever been up into the 5s,
No.
but on the ketones, but I will take solid 3s every time.
I haven't touched anything close to that. I've been like at 1.7,
Okay.
a day after a fast.
But without BHB, that you're
That will
starting,
change.
the more often you do that without BHB, you'll be, 1.7, 1.8, 2.0. It'll come.
Especially with the repetition of the 72s.
Yep.
Because now you're deep cleaning that liver on those 72s. You're deep cleaning that stored glucose and stuff out. So that will help you moving forward in that. And your body, it kind of forces your body to start making them a little bit more. Now, the other thing to watch too is because most of the BHBs that she has the stevia in it and the flavors that will break your fast. So we can't use those during our fast, but I'm really thrilled to try to get this new one. I ordered it, but it's not here yet. The pucker up one. I am hoping it will jumpstart me as well. because I'm struggling right now between the cough medicine and the cough drops and stuff that I have to keep taking. It keeps tanking my numbers. And NyQuil, I swear, is just a bottle of sugar with some alcohol in it that knocks me out. So
We will let you know, because I might have to scrape her off the ceiling after that stuff.
so when it
Well,
gets here, hopefully it'll be here this week.
I ordered 2 boxes of that myself. I was just kind of
Good.
astonished how, it was $4 a serving.
Yeah.
It's
That's-
not cheap.
But if it lasts for 3 or 4 days, like she said,
Yeah, be careful when you get it. I wouldn't use it like the old stuff from what
until we
I've
try
heard.
it out. Until we try it out.
Yeah.
That is another thing I want to bring up. If anybody, I do have all the affiliate links now for Dr. Boz's products. So if there's anything you want ordered, either go to my website and get the link off my website, or just text me and I'll send it directly to you to order. Doesn't cost you anything to do that, but it does help me out a little bit. So those pennies add up. And it's, again, one of those things, the more of the stuff that I can get going with the affiliate links and stuff like that, the lower we can keep our coaching programs. So that's
Yeah, I
our
went to
goal.
your website for the Pucker Up, but there was no link for that yet.
Yeah,
So
that one will get there this
Too
week.
new.
Hopefully by tomorrow it will be. But I will, yeah, that's a whole nother thing we're trying to learn, of keeping all those products.
We're getting it.
We're learning behind the scenes and building website and all that and social media all at one time. So win-win. But
Mhm.
anything like that you need, just text me real quick. If you guys all have my number, messenger, whatever, and I'll make you a link and send it directly to you if I don't have it on the website yet. So
Yeah.
Tammy,
yes, jump in.
can I jump in there with a comment for Wayne?
Yes, please.
Wayne, the last time I was on my 72-hour fast before I had to have my hernia surgery, which was October 11th, I had been on like 2 or 3 weeks of 72-hour fast. And my experience with it when I was coming off, if I stuck with the OMAD and kept that OMAD window anywhere from 12:30 to 1:30 in the afternoon, everything works out fine for me, my body chemistry. But after my surgeons and everyone had a fit that I was fasting, they took me off of it through surgery and everything. And now I'm back to OMAD, and my weight and everything. I feel excellent right now. It's just a beautiful program. And I don't know where my numbers are now, since after surgery, I've kind of got away from that, but I can tell how I feel and my weight. And I still have to have the LMNTs, because at 1:30 the other morning, I woke out of a sound sleep with a Charlie horse, because I've been around the church project, around it, lapping and lapping, because when I first started that project, I was at 308 pounds. I couldn't even walk around the building once. So I'm bottomed at 162. So stick with it and just leave your body kind of dictate where you want to end up. I didn't know where I was going to end. I bottomed at 162. I'm up a little from there, but I feel great and doctor's happy. And I've never before in my life had a normal BMI.
Sweet.
Tim, we're just so proud of you. And anybody that doesn't know, hasn't seen Tim's backstory, when Tim started with, I think he said 308 pounds.
Yes.
And he was ready to retire, to be on a wheelchair because his arthritis was so bad, diabetes, everything. And within a year, he has been the main contractor of our church remodel, of our new church building. So he has overseen the whole thing, working side by side with his son, just amazing. So God's blessings the whole way around in that, but he's a little fart in a frying pan right now. So we're just so proud of the work that he does, the blessings that he's bringing, and how he has stuck with it. And he has worked through the program every step of the way, surgeries and everything in there. But we're just so proud of you, Tim. We love you guys.
Nice job, brother.
It's a lifestyle, and I found out where it is for me, and I will just stick with it now. It's just endure and keep going.
Yep.
There you go.
Rinse and repeat. You got it down pat now. It's in,
Yep.
Anybody that's struggling if you're partway through it or just starting or anything like that. I know, even like Wayne with Vicky and the girls, sometimes those little habits are hard. It's hard to break those old coping skills, those old stressors, those old comfort things that we used to run to. And I think the more mature we all get in our spiritual life, in our whole realm of life, of learning, food is not the fix for anything. Food does not fix anything. So it's one of those things, learning new coping skills. And, at church today, they talked again about what was that same passage that we talked about the pruning in the John, I can't even
John chapter 15.
but it was talking about the pruning and bringing all that out and bearing fruit, being blessed. And it was like, it applies so much, not only to our spiritual life, but our health is the same concept of pruning out those things that don't serve our body and serve us. And it's been such a blessing to see how no matter what level you're in, you're going to get there. And Tim and Kim have made it all the way through the advanced course, and it is now their lifestyle. They have kids, they have all those things that, I mean, Kim, the cookies and the cakes that Kim can bake, she should own a bakery. They're beautiful, but they've learned how to make things and do things that it's not about the food. They still make it for the kids. They still have little celebrations, but that's not what gives them the love and the joy in their hearts. It's their kids and the relationships and all those things. So it's just learning how to make it a lifestyle gets so much easier as you move down through, as your brain heals, as that neural pathway changes, as you meet with like-minded people. That is why the brains course is so important. That is
one of the other big keys is consistency. Just be consistent and be patient and work through it. It'll happen.
It happens. And it's not an overnight fix.
No.
Some of us, I've been doing this for years and I am still fighting and I am still doing it and I am still working and I still haven't reached my weight goal. I still am still working through things, but the 15 medications I've removed, the cellular health, the neuropathy is better. All of those things that I used to struggle with that are okay now. Not saying everything's fixed. I'm not 100%. I'm still a work in progress, but I'm a hell of a lot better than I was 4 years ago. And it's, he's laughing because he's the one that took care of me for 4 years. I mean,
no, you are correct.
I mean, it's just those moments when, where our church used to meet at our high school in our little town here. And I had a walker to get from the car to my seat in the auditorium because I couldn't make it down the long hallway to get there. And that doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but to know that I can run now, I can work, I can play, I can run with my kids, whatever, and I can get to my darn seat without a walker in front of me is just a blessing. And no medication in me. That's the other thing, is to not have those pain meds in me every time, just to be able to walk. It's like, that's the long-term win and all of this. So again, I just encourage all of you to stay the course. Dory, I know Dory's struggling right now. There's just stuff that's hard for some of us and tough hurdles to get over, but we've all got to stick to it and do it. And consistency, I think, is huge.
Yep.
So good job. Thanks for jumping in, Tim. We love you.
Yep.
Wayne, any other questions or anything for the ladies this week, or everybody good? Everybody
Good. Sweet.
Good job.
Stay the course, brother. You're doing great.
Tell the ladies hi and we love y'all. Dory, come on in. Tell us how you're doing.
Hi, I am doing pretty good. I've managed to make it through the weekend and stayed pretty consistent. So I'm doing all right, I guess. So far, so good.
Good. Dory's a veteran as well. So she's one of those that, you kind of lose your way a little bit. And when you need back in and you just need a little bit of help, you just jump right back in. That's the beauty of this program. You don't have to jump clear back to the beginning. If you do, it's okay. We can pull you back up from the beginning, but you just get back on board. And usually you find yourself, even if you do fall off and have a bad week, a bad month, whatever, normally we can find a spot that will fit you in. That's not back at step 1. Most people only fall back to step 4 or 5, something like that, or even 3, 4, something like that. You will figure that out. We'll clean all that up and you will find moving forward and faster down that hill of keto continuum will get so much easier. You don't fall all the way back to the beginning. You keep going, but you pick yourself up and you jump right back in whenever you're ready. So Dory knows the science, but again, we all need the
help and we need the
Yes.
lifting up.
So I can't wait, Dory. We're going to get you back in. Dory's in our New Year, New You program too. So she's going to be jumping back in with us. So it's going to be good. So we're happy to have you back on. We love you.
Okay.
Keep it up, Dory.
Yes.
Thank you.
Gail, come on in, jump in.
Gail's looking good.
I know. Look at you, girl.
I know.
What? Well, it's not a commercial for Yellowstone, so you can call on somebody else.
So we can talk now. We watch it in the next hour. So,
Yeah, we watched it at 10.
so we got to be out of here by
okay.
10. We're out.
You're right. At first it was Walking Dead, and then it was Yellowstone. So, no, I haven't been joining the group, but rough week. We've had COVID in our house, and my 93 and 92-year-old mom and dad had it too, and Fortunately, I had a real light case, so I've been running between their house and here. My husband, who never gets sick, he's been down in bed for about 5 days, so he's up and
Oh.
moving again. So, but I just started supplementing BHB, and I'm fast anyway, so my stomach was off, so I really wasn't eating. So, but I was using BHB, and that helped my energy, and I really think it helped me kind of get through it. I really do. So,
Yeah.
That's what we used as
Yeah.
well.
And that's
We
a
did.
good that's
Yeah.
a good idea too for Wayne. Just to as a toolbox thing. Keep that BHB.
Yeah.
I'm not saying ever get rid of it because you need it at some point.
well, I've been doing this for 4 years, and I never really got into doing BHB because I always have, like what you just said, that you want your body to produce some, and I struggle. I'm that 0.3, 0.4,
Yep.
0.7. I'm rocking it. Um, my weight loss over these years have been like peeling layers off an onion. It's been slow, 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 slow. And honest to God, I hate even to say it, but for the last year and a half, I've been stuck losing the same 6, 7 pounds, back and forth and back and forth. And trying many different things, and trying fat fast, I've done 72s, like, 3, 4 times, like the 8. So I have a problem with rebound weight after 72. So this month I've committed to doing alternate day fasting just to try something different.
Yep.
And yeah, but when I do alternate day, my ketones really pop up. So, and then having a OMAD or maybe like a 4-hour eating window on my day of refeeding. So
Good job.
that's where I'm at.
Good deal.
Good job, Gail.
Yeah. Just
Good
trying
job.
something different,
Yep.
trying to mix it up.
That'll work.
So,
And just know
Yeah.
anybody when your chemistry starts to bottom out, that's what that's telling you. When you start to plateau, then it's time to change it up. And if you can change it up, different hours of fasting or something like that, all those things are little trial and error things that we can each play with. And Gail's been doing this long enough. She knows how to read her numbers. She knows when to keep on track and when to push, when to not push. She got COVID right now. Use the tools in your toolbox, take it easy, and we'll be praying for all of you to get better and heal and use those ketones where
yeah,
you
and I'm
need
waiting
them
for that
some
pucker up to come.
I know. Me too. I can't
ordered
wait. I'm
some.
hoping it
I
makes
haven't
it.
got it yet.
I gotta try it
Yeah,
one time.
yeah.
No, you can't wear him out. No.
One time.
No. He can whip out a honeydew list faster than I could make it. So
No,
him on
not anymore.
I don't know. I was breaking things faster than he could
She
prepare
was
him today.
breaking- I would no longer get one thing fixed. Honey, I broke this. It's like, oh.
Well, good job,
Yeah,
Gail. Stick
yeah.
in there, hon. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Hang in
Thank
there.
you. Thanks for being here, you guys.
Yes.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Jump in, Stina. Come and tell us how you're doing.
Hey everyone, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, unfortunately I got COVID too. I'm still trying to get
What
through
is
it.
it with everybody?
Everybody's getting
I
it.
knew I had a prediction that Thanksgiving was going to do us in the East Coast, and it did. So I was actually trending really well right before Thanksgiving, getting closer to, one meal a day. My numbers, my ketones are never that high. I'm like you, I fight for every last little number. But now I'm looking at, okay, you had your Thanksgiving, which wasn't off the rails by any means, but I had a couple items that weren't necessarily keto. And then I got sick. And now, while I was sick, it was like, it was whatever worked. There was no keto. There was like
Right.
whatever I could eat or calm whatever was going on down or whatever. So that being said, I really didn't go off the rails either. In my head, I did. But now I'm wondering, it's like, how long past when I think I'm well, do I really need to start getting back on? Because I feel like, although my symptoms are low, my energy is in the toilet. So like, I feel like I'm doing great. I go to start to do something and then it's like, oh boy, I got to sit down. It's like, oh boy, how long is this going to go on? So my husband's like, I don't want you to push it. And I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, keto did me good, right? I felt good. But
Yep.
at the same time, it's different right now. So I just have to respect my body. I am eating a few more carbs. I was usually below 20 a day. I'm probably up to 30 or 40 right now, just to see if I give myself a little energy, but I'm not going any higher than that. But yeah, just like everybody else, trying to get over COVID and get back to work and life. And I've been isolated since I found out I was sick. So
No,
not
it's
exposing
good.
everyone lovely, because I really, it always made me nervous to make anyone else sick. Honestly, I would rather hide out for weeks. So I hope everyone else is getting better or staying well. So
I shouldn't say anything. It is a season of giving, so
it is.
sorry,
And I
that's-
figured out where I got it. It was my 40th high school reunion.
Oh,
geez.
Yep. Yep. Because that's the
Thanks.
first place I checked after I said, oh, shoot, this is COVID. And I went and looked and somebody said, oh, is anybody else sick? And I went, oh, shoot.
oh man.
This cough keeps hanging on me so much. I went and tested, and it's like it's not COVID. It's just a
Oh,
cough
that's
that
good.
will not go away. But it is back rampant through our area too. So
Yeah.
it
So-
is. So stay strong. The only advice I could give you on that is I wouldn't keep up with them carbs. Make sure you get back down and get those ketones going.
Yep.
Glucose is not going to help your immune system and help you fight anything. Get ketones, drink the ketones, whatever you can do.
BHB if you have to.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
institute-
I could BHB it. It's just, yeah, I was just trying to keep some food in
Something.
me, something, right? You
Always
know,
go
that's
back
sort of,
to the bone broth too. That homemade
Yep.
bone broth. We live for that. We pass that. Kim, I forgot to get more for you. Got to get Kim some more bone broth. But that is, the bone broth is such a good go-to. It will
Yep.
give you nourishment and make your belly feel full, give you that warm
And the
hug that
salt.
you need, and the salt. You can
Yep.
salt the daylights out of it.
No
salt has been
dehydrate.
key for anybody who's got COVID. Lots
Yes.
of electrolytes have been key.
Yes, keep those
Yeah.
going, keep them up. So good job. And
Mm.
you know what? Most of us, we are all pretty much idling through December. We're gonna not jumping off board, but don't go
Right.
crazy through December till we get through Christmas. Let's be practical here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it doesn't mean you have to jump off the rails either. So we're kind of idling through. That's why I said we're going to hit the floor running January 2nd. So just jump in when you can. And if you want in our groups, let us know. Or again, we'll still be on here on Sundays, just
Yep.
catching up with everybody. So no matter
Right.
where you're at in the program, jump in and fill in. It'll be good.
Thank you.
So good job.
Hang in there.
Hang in there. We'll be praying for you.
Ma'am.
Get better.
Yes, get better. Everybody get better.
Miss Ruth, come tell us how you're doing. Out of the hospital and better, I hope.
Yeah, what put me in the hospital was the reports. One of the doctors said that I had, he got my report back from my MTC, whatever that is, for some reason, MRI. There we go.
MRI. There you go.
Yeah. So, and it looked like I was having a stroke. And so he told me to go right away to the hospital. And so I did. And they were saying, well, why are you here? So anyway, I didn't have a lot of symptoms. So I still didn't. When I got there, they said that the report showed that I did have some stroke sometime, whether it was now or some future, in the past. So what he's going to do is that it's mostly calcium that they see there, and he's going to give me a stress test and so on like that. So, but I've been keeping on my BHBs, and I been watching the carbs. And today, this evening now, after I ate some, a good little while, my cholesterol was at 103, and then my ketones were at 4, and I was
You mean
just,
your
I
glucose
was
was 103?
0.4, pardon me.
Do you mean your glucose was 103?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My glucose, what did I say?
Cholesterol.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Still not
it's-
bad for
All that
cholesterol.
stuff has been just, coming together with me. I tell you, because I actually thought that they were going to be talking about cholesterol when they talked about that results, and they weren't talking about cholesterol for that. They said that it was mostly calcium, not mostly, but that's why he's doing the stress test. And then the thing with my heart, he said that anyway, those two tests, it was one, I had a CT test, and the CT test was, I'm getting that confused. That's what I'm going to go to have the stress test with it is the CT. The one in my head, I don't know. It's just, I guess that's the point. Anyway, that's not, I'm totally confused. It seems like, but the point that I'm trying to say here, out of the whole thing, I don't really feel too far gone, but I am certainly acting like it. But anyway, I'm like I said, I tested my glucose and my ketones, and I'm staying on my BHBs, and they have me on aspirin, and so I go in on the 12th to find out what I should do.
Well,
And
Ruth, you know, we can't compete against anything your doctor's telling you to do. So I'm
Nope.
not even going to try, but I am going to tell you, just know, if it was us and when it was me with all those issues, staying in my keto numbers and staying on course was what kept me feeling the best I could possibly feel.
yeah,
So just do what you know how to do already. Read your numbers, check your glucose, check your ketones, know where your body is at. Don't let yourself jump off the rails just because there's something going on, because you need your body to be in prime condition. You need to heal. You need to fix all of that. So it's,
and then I even had salmon the other day. I got, the canned salmon and ate that, and sardines.
Ugh.
So,
Had our
but the
sardines
canned,
tonight.
we
Oh,
had
you
them
did?
babies tonight.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So I plan to focus a little even more, but I also I went to the store there and they had the canned salmon there at the store, and so I got several cans of that, and that was, I liked salmon, so
Yep.
that was
And
That's
put
good
all
enough.
as long as you're putting everything in chronometer, Ruth, it'll all work out. Just keep
Yes.
your numbers, keep track of where you're at, and just follow up. Just keep following up with everything that you're doing. Follow through, and you'll get there. Just stay steady right now to your body. Give your body some grace. Be ready to jump in if you want to jump in the first of the year with us. I already talked to you about that. If you want to. The other thing is, I do hope at the first of the year to be able to start the new brains course going too. So we'll get brains course going. I know some of you that are already in my group that I still owe some modules to. We'll just get them going again. We'll get all that stuff scheduled at the first of the year again. So we're going to get going, and we will get that all figured out and get everybody caught up that I owe modules to, and get us on that brains course again, because I truly do believe that is where the healing, long-term healing comes in, is on that brains course. So anybody that's taken it, it's magic. I love it. It is Dr. Boz's baby, and she's brilliant in it. So it's just one of those things I think we all could learn from it, from our kids to our grandkids, to ourselves, to our parents. Every generation can benefit from this brains course. So we can, and you have so much more power. The biggest takeaway in that brains course is you have so much power over your brain, your kids' brain, your grandkids' brain, and your parents' brain than you ever dreamed. That course is phenomenal for everybody. That's why it's not cheap. It's not an easy course, but it is one of the best. There is no accident that Dr. Boz teaches Keto Continuum and then teaches us the brains course, because they go hand in hand, but you've got to get the glucose out of that brain so we can heal your brain. So
Yeah.
we will get
Yeah.
going in all of that. So, but good job, Ruth.
Hang
Hang
in
in
there,
there, honey.
Ruth.
We'll be praying
Yeah.
for you.
Thank you.
Come on, Bill.
Bill-
You want to come check in? Does
Nope,
anybody else
Bill,
want to check
Bill
in?
is listening.
Okay,
said.
Bill's
You
listening.
need Mary up there in the corner and her husband.
Come on in, Mary. Come on in and say hi. Welcome there. Mary's part of our new group coming in too. So come on in.
Hi there. This is my husband, John.
John, nice to meet you, John.
John was the disciple that Jesus loved the most.
There you go. That's right.
Got to hold on to something.
Special.
Nice.
So we're really relatively new to keto. We've been doing it since about July, the end of July.
Okay.
So, gone through the Keto Continuum course. I am on Keto Continuum 6, wanting to advance, of course, to the fasting. I have chronic back pain, which is my why for doing this. I've had it for about 20 years. So
Oh my.
I've exhausted every medical procedure, doctor there is. And so I just started doing some searching and found Dr. Boz, and then I found Tammy's story, and then I just knew this is where God wanted me to be. I just feel like he's going to use you, Tammy, to bring healing to me. And I'm
Good deal.
Absolutely.
So
Sounds
looking
like we need to get rid of some inflammation.
Get rid of
Yes.
some inflammation, and I really want to get blasting on her. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
get those blasters figured out. But
Yeah.
Mary,
So,
we're happy to have you on board.
Yes, thank you.
So my
Thank you.
win this week was I've had this week for 3 days a can of sardines each day.
Yes, sir.
Good job.
Score it.
Do I think they're good? No, but Tammy
Absolutely not.
Tammy told me how to put them in the air fryer, and
I don't know how you guys do that air fryer. No way.
and a lot of vinegar too helps too, Tammy.
I'll have to try more vinegar.
Vinegar is good too. But anyway, we're glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Good. Glad to have you.
Welcome aboard, Mary. Like I said, we're going to idle through December. We're just going to take it nice and easy through December, but we are hitting the
Then
floor
we
running
are going to turn it up.
January 2nd, because I've got 4 months at January to get my butt on that stage. And I'm going to have my brain as sharp as I can get it, which means I got to get on track and be able to do this.
Sardines, jump rope, left hand loops. It's all coming.
It's all coming. So we're going to be doing it all together. So I will need all the love and support I can get to get my anxiety under control to get my butt on that stage. So it's a mission.
It will happen.
I don't know about that. We're trying.
I can always kick you, right? Kick you right out on the
Push
stage.
it, yeah.
Yep.
Just throw me out there and I'll flounder my way through it. But any questions for this week that we can help you with? Any
Anybody-
questions over there? Everybody quiet over there?
Everybody's kind of quiet on YouTube.
God, no questions on YouTube.
Nope. Everybody I think they just like to watch.
Everybody's watching Yellowstone.
Yeah, everybody's listening to us and watching Yellowstone.
Watching Yellowstone. That's all good. I get it. So, all right. If there's no questions this week, again, mark your calendars. We're going to try to do birthday party.
Not birthday party, Christmas party,
December
December 18th. That would be Sunday.
Yes, we will try to do that. Please share and invite to the big group. We really want to hit 1,000 by the end of the year.
Ugly Christmas sweaters on that day.
Jammies,
Score
ugly Christmas
points.
sweaters. We don't care what. You'll get extra ones for all of them.
Oh, it's Vicky's birthday too.
Oh,
Sweet.
nice. So
Awesome.
birthday party for Vic. We will do that. So give the ladies hugs for us. Tell her we're here and she could make it through the 72. She's got my number. Call me if she needs me.
BHB hot chocolate
Yes.
on 18.
Hey, and anybody that does get the pucker up in the mail this week, if you've ordered it, go on the group, post your numbers, do the experiment, test your numbers, try the pucker up, check your numbers again. I want to see what everybody's numbers do. I want to know what the difference is between the guys, between us girls that struggle. I can't wait to get them.
I want to see somebody take their numbers, take the pucker up, and then don't take any more and see how long those numbers last.
Yeah.
That would be a good experiment.
Because Dr. Boz said they could be like a jump start for like 3 days or so. There we go. Once we figure out how everybody's numbers react, we'll be able to figure out how to use it for a better tool. We
Yep.
will know how to use it better.
And that's going to hit everybody differently.
And it
so
is. So
just be careful.
I'm hoping those of us that really struggle, I am hoping that pucker up is going, because there's no flavor and no sweetener in it. So it is tough. And if you watch Dr. Boz take it, she's a tough lady and she puckered up. So it's one of those, but if it will help those of us that really struggle over that threshold, I'm all in. So I'll get it down one way or the other.
And I would say after watching her video, I would say go slow.
Yeah, go slow.
Because they're not candy.
No, I don't think they're going to be for the faint of heart.
No.
Again, anybody that needs to order anything, please text me and I will send you an affiliate
Excuse me.
link. Yes.
What's the pucker up?
It's one of Dr. Boz's new products that she just released this week. It's a BHB. It's a
Straight
exogenous ketone with no flavor and no sweetener in it.
straight BHB.
So
And what
it's gonna-
strength?
Strong.
Really strong.
So it's one of those, it's not going to be for the faint of heart, and it's not probably going to be one you're going to take every day. It's quite expensive, but when you need it for the jump start and you need that tool in your toolbox, it's going to be a good tool to have in the toolbox, I think. So I can't wait. I haven't tried it personally yet, so I can't speak for it, but as soon as it gets here, it should be here this week. I will be posting my numbers and my review on it, and we'll put it up there, because those of us that just struggle, if that will stimulate my liver into making more ketones, I'm all in. Again, it's not something I'm not going to take it forever. It's not going to be an always, but when I need the help, like I do right now, since I've been sick and the cough drops and the medicine and NyQuil and all of that stuff, my body is just struggling. All of you fighting COVID, it's just our bodies are struggling. We need that little bit of help. And if those ketones will kick my liver back into making ketones, They're going down. I don't care how as bad as sardines are and they go down. This pucker up's going down too, because I want some ketones. I want to feel like I did last.
I'm gonna do an experiment too. I'm gonna take her face, a picture of her face on sardines, and a picture of her face on pucker up. So then we're gonna compare pucker up. So
He makes
You
fun
gotta
of me
see
all
which
the
is
time.
worse.
yeah, I want to see which one's worse.
I bet you I could do the pucker up easier than the sardines. I bet you, because I can do the sour. The sour doesn't bother me. I can do sour. Those sardines are going to kill me. I'm trying to like them.
That's all
We've
right.
been doing them for almost 2 years.
I use those little pills anyway, but you don't open them up. So I was wondering how strong it was. So that's why I asked.
Yeah,
I don't take the other one. I use the pills.
this one's going to be a little
This-
liquid shooter. They're little tiny little packets of liquid.
Oh,
they're
liquid.
literally
Yeah,
total
they're liquid.
BHB. Yeah, it's straight BHB.
They put your numbers in the stratosphere.
So I don't know. I mean, I'll be curious to see if it gets my numbers going. I will vouch for them because my body struggles. My body totally struggles. Is that Laura? Hey, that's Laura. Is that what the one Bill Harris? Was that you, Laura?
Bill Harris, then Laura
Gotcha.
Harris, then it might have been Laura.
Hey,
So,
maybe that was Laura.
yeah.
I missed
Yes,
it.
it is.
Anyway,
There you are. I missed you. Come on in, say hi, girl. But all
No,
right.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. All
All
right.
right.
Wait,
I'm just started my fast, so
all right. Well, we
day,
missed you. hon.
day 2, and then I'll try the sardines after that. So we'll see how that goes.
Woohoo. Good
So
job.
wait, after we get the pucker up, how long after we drink it do you want us to check?
I'd wait, do it a half hour, and then I do it again in an hour. And
Okay.
and Dr. Boz, even she went later than the hour because it's her number's still jacked up even higher after that hour when she posted a little later. So maybe even in 2 hours just to see for that first time. I'm
Okay.
really curious.
Me
and-
too.
And
I'm
just,
excited.
Me
just,
too.
Just pay attention to what it does for you because it made her one son sick or
No, it was just really strong for the kids. But one of the guys in her group actually took it too fast and too strong, and it made him throw up.
yeah. So just
Go
be careful.
slow
It's
and
not.
go,
It's not the strawberry flavored one.
yeah, it's not one you're going to suck down and but just be careful. Just go slow. I'm going to water it down and try maybe half of it and make sure I do okay. And then take the other half.
Because if anybody's gonna get a side effect,
It'll
it's
be
this
me.
one right
It'll
there.
be me. So it's going down. I don't care what I got to do. It's going down. I want those ketones back. I got so much work to do.
Oh,
My house looks
no.
like Christmas threw up in it. I'm going to get it all done and over with. And if I can do that on all those ketones, think of how much progress I'll make.
I'm in trouble, guys.
Yeah. Pray for Lance. If the ketones finally kick in, pray for Lance.
Yep.
So, all right, guys, any questions, anything we can help you with? If not, don't forget, invite everybody you know and love that you think we could help to that group. We're on a mission. We'll see everybody December 18th. Order your tickets for KetoCon if you have any intent of coming. And like, share, and get in the groups and help us out all you can. That really does help us grow. So thank you, guys. We love y'all.